It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Jaden Reed. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Packers and the Lions on Thursday night.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on a Thursday night. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Third and long. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
I give this guy a lot of credit, Mike. He was very upfront and honest, not only with us, but with his teammates, that last week it was just not up to the standard that they expect around that building. And even though they were able to win and overcome some of those bad interceptions, if they want to continue to give themselves a chance week in and week out to win in the NFL, they're going to need more production out of that quarterback position.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck.
That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball...
And he will score. Right. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on... Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run with Jacobs. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. Here's Jacobs into the secondary again. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
Powering forward. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this two-point try.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as two-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They bring the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. And with that last run, that moves him over 1,000 rushing yards on the year. A nice milestone in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Going for it all. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Lions
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same.